Hi and welcome to Sci-Fi Fans. I'm your host Wayne, and this is the second episode of my X-Men series. So if you haven't seen the first episode, I discussed the 1992 to 97 animated show, which kind of was my first introduction into the X-Men franchise. I don't know about you, let me know in the comments box below what got you into the X-Men series. For me, as I say, it was the 1990s cartoon, which is phenomenal, and it stood the test of time with Disney wanting to extend the story even further. Moving on to today's video though, today I shall be giving you some fun trivia points from the first live action film of the X-Men franchise, and that was 2000's X-Men. So here are my top 5 or 6 top picks of the series so far. If you know the history of the X-Men, then you will know that Xavier and Magneto are great adversaries, but they're also great friends. They also enjoy a good game of chess, going back to their friendship days. But did you realise that neither Sir Ian McKellen nor Sir Patrick Stewart actually knew how to play chess before filming? So what they did was they actually hired a chess master to come on set and teach both actors how to play the game. For me, it's no surprise that Sir Patrick Stewart was cast as Professor Xavier in this film. He had been the fan favourite for an extremely long time, going back to possibly the 1990s cartoon, as I mentioned earlier. But did you realise though that Sir Patrick Stewart was one of the first actors cast in the film, and he was the first mutant to be cast in the film? I'd just like to let you know about today's sponsor. That is me. It's not so much of a sponsorship, but it's just more of an awareness program. First of all, thank you so much for engaging with my content, and Sci-Fi Fans, the channel. I really do appreciate everything that you do for this channel, simply by watching or listening to me, leaving a comment in the box below, like and sharing. That's really great. That really helps the algorithm notify other people, because if people engage in the content, it will send out the algorithm to other people, and hopefully we can build an audience. The self-promotion is my book, and it's called Broken Ceasefire. It's available on the Amazon bookstore. I do talk about this in the lives as well, so if you join me on a Friday night live, you'll find out a bit more about my books as well. The book doesn't cost anything if you have the Kindle Unlimited program. It's enrolled in that scheme. I also have 2 books, and that is Xander's Salvation as well. So I've got 2 books on the go. I'm writing a 3rd book, and there is another book on the horizon as well. So there's lots of stories, science fiction stories with engaging characters, coming very soon. Please do check out my Amazon bookstore, really do appreciate it. Link is in my bio as always, and let's get back to the show, shall we? Thank you for listening. Do you think there is a link between the DC universe and the Marvel universe? I say this and ask this because in the 1970s there was a comic book that brought Spider-Man and Superman together in the same episode. The same can be said for X-Men. The mansion that is used for Professor's School for Gifted Children is the same mansion that was used in DC's Smallville in 2001 for the property owned by Lex Luthor. It was then reused again in the DC universe for the show Arrow, where it became the Queen Mansion. So who knows? Perhaps Professor X gave up his school of gifted children and sold it on to some new occupants from the DCU. I'll leave you to comment in the box below and tell me what you think about that. So moving on to Wolverine. The scene where Wolverine meets Professor X and they have a little bit of a friendly banter between the two of them, the line that Hugh Jackman says, "What do they call you, wheels?" was actually ad-libbed by Hugh Jackman. What he was scripted to say to Sir Patrick Stewart was, "What do they call you, Baldy?" Now here's a little bit of knowledge for those that aren't faint-hearted. Hugh Jackman actually got his testicles caught, that's correct, I did say that, his testicles caught, in his harness when he performed a stunt where he jumps off of the Statue of Liberty. What happened was, somehow, they got caught in his harness when he performed the jump. Ouch. And that's it for this particular video. Thank you so much for joining me. Leave a comment in the box below, let me know what you think of the content, how I can improve the channel, and so forth. Doesn't cost you anything. If you do hit the subscribe button, that helps the channel grow as well. And the reason why we ask you to do this is because YouTube has a very funny algorithm that requires videos to have engagement. So the more engagement you give me on the channel, the more the channel is likely to grow, and none of that engagement costs anything either. Thanks a lot for your time, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves. See you later.